Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, and the swamp, where, as they like to say here, only the Gators come out alive. This place is cranked up and ready for a big game today. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Wolverines will kick this away to start us off. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Hey guys up front, line up. It's first down. They're going to run it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Snags a quick throw.
Steps out of bounds at the 24-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
So instead of trying to pin the opponents deep with a punt, they'll go for it on 4th down. First drive of the game. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And it's incomplete on 4th down. The offense will now take over in plus territory.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. The Gators starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
A 10-yard loss on the play. Now, a 4th down.
The Gators will line up to kick it away. And the offense will punt for the first time this afternoon. And the fair catch signaled for and take it. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. We'll hand it off. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll hand it off. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Fighting off the defender. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. It's an out route. The catch made. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
The ball near midfield. The head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this fourth down, but how about the quarterback? He throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
There's a nice play by this defense after giving up a huge gain. They're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the quarterback dropping back. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
And the Gators will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. He'll field the punt. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? And the ball to the ground. The defense recovers the fumble.
Chris, I love playing in the rain right now. No concern at all with the vertical shots downfield. They're attacking the offense, and here they get a turnover.
Heads-up move by the head coach using that challenge. Officials will reverse the call on the field after taking a closer look. On the run, it's Hart. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. And the Wolverines will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hort. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Incompletion makes it second down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Hart. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Boy, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Griese had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Kerback and all the great receivers. So this is within their history, and it's good that they're leaning on it.
And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here comes a handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert 3rd and short here from the 50. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Makes a quick grab. And that play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. Well, they feature the fullback as a receiver there, Kirk, but the defense was not fooled. They're all over.
I like the idea of trying to change it up and get the ball to the fullback because he doesn't get his hands on it very often. But as you said, the defense all over that, not fooled at all. And the result is a loss of yardage.
And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look. They'll make an adjustment for this important play. 9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down. Fourth down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. The offense already has one 4th down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? And he'll set up to throw. The pass is caught. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
The Wolverines looking to cash in this red zone trip. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. And it's incomplete, barely near the goal line.
Chris, that ball's tipped up into the air, and it's anybody's football. The defense, first of all, does a great job of anticipating a throw down in the red zone, and they're in great position to knock that ball up. But it was exciting to see would anybody come up with it once it was in the air.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards instead. You're going backwards. That's going to set up a very...
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Can you say methodical? A marathon march, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring.
That makes the score Michigan 7, Florida 0.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So they'll just take a knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Michigan 14, Florida 0.
The Gators will kick this away to begin the second half. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments, come up with a stop here. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Crosses the 10. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. The Wolverines hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. The Gators offense retakes the field. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's looking to scramble. Breaks loose at the 40. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure.
Here's the throw deep downfield. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Deep shot caught inside the 25. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Looking for his back. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
At the 13-yard line. Now, 4th down.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw again. And the pass is incomplete. The defense holds on 4th down, and they'll take over.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building in the lead here in the second half. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid.
Caught right near the sideline for a big gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Grab down the middle. It's Hart. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. An explosive play. They finally grab him, but the ball moves inside the 25.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Wolverines. To stretch the lead, their route is on.
And Chris, we finally have a great play here by this offense. A nice touchdown throw by this quarterback. This is his first touchdown pass, not only in this game, but the first of the season. So congratulations to him.
Extra point makes it a 28-zip lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Last possession, they went for it on fourth down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. The backs got it. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Check this out. The offense still on the field, going for it inside their own 30. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Second down after that previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown. But wait, looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Hart. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert. You keep working that clock.
Michigan 28, Florida 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter.
Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half, really the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, we've seen backs have bad days before, but this is about as bad as it gets. This guy can't get positive yards. It's a combination of not using his vision, the offensive line not opening up any holes, and this offense as a whole is struggling, and that's why they're losing this game.
It's a shotgun run call.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And is intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Tackle made after a big gain. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
And that's a first down for the offense.
And then 1st down, right back to the running game. Touchdown, Michigan. And this one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
Lining up to try the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away.
35, Florida, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16.
Florida Gators will take over 1st and 10.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He's escaping the pocket now. Trying to extend the play. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Spins away from defenders. Breaks a tackle into the clear. Tackle is finally made, but the offense will set up now at the 44.
This is a risky call by the offense. A lot of times you'll see these plays get blown up, but not here. The receiver turns on the jets and makes a big play downfield for a nice chunk of yards.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where the heck was that all game?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
When they tried to get the counterplay to the edge, Kirk, we've seen this defense show their ability to pursue and fly to the football.
Yeah, they sure can, and they did a nice job on this counterplay. A lot of times you'll see those counters go more up into the middle of a defense, but they tried to bounce that to the outside, and that gave you an idea of what kind of speed this defense has.
Well, finally some room to run for this back. The defense had done a good job for containing him until that play.
Well, they've done a really good job up to this point, Chris, of containing him. He finally does get out, but I think it's an example of why you don't give up on the running game. Even when you're not necessarily coming up with big carries, you're just kind of body blowing this defense, and eventually, bang, you're able to hit a big one here when it really matters.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Looking to score with a run to the right. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they had been aggressive and attacking all game long. Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. And the one moves the ball up to the 33. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. The pass caught inside the 15. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9. The Wolverines come to the line in a hurry up.
1st and goal, Michigan.
There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the beatdown continues.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. With the game out of reach here, the offense will just take a knee, admit defeat, and think about how to improve for the next game. First down loss sets up 2nd and long from the 11. Well, this one ended up being a blowout. They get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.